We're back and better than ever.
And hotter than ever.
Damn straight, we both got done too. Oh my god, I need to stop cussing. Welcome back to the
Sig
best
Talks.
Sig Talks. So today we have our first special guest, Riley Rankin. Oh, we don't clap here in Sigdal, we snap.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, just take it off my chest.
Okay.
So last episode we were talking about relationships, and let me tell you, I left that man, period. That man's gone. Woo!
So basically, we have some updates.
So over summer, I got a nose job. I don't know if you can tell, maybe not because it takes a whole year to heal.
Kind of far away.
And it's only...
I can put in like a before and after for both of us if you want.
Okay, I
can do
don't
mine.
have like an after though, because it's like, it's still healing, like it's still swollen. But does it look good?
It actually does.
Okay, period. My queen over here. Look at her mouth.
So basically, I got lip filler over the summer.
Wait, go up and show.
No, like
I'll do
they're
like a
cute.
before and after, but
Okay. A full?
I got a full syringe.
Wow.
So basically, this is what they look like up close. Fun.
So sexy.
I love them. I want more already.
That's what I'm scared about because I do really want to get them, but also
It
there's
is
the
a
whole issue of them dissolving and spreading. Not dissolving, just
Migrating.
Yeah.
Yeah. That happens sometimes, but that only really happens if you get like too much, like too quickly, or like
excessive
because then that's just like what happens when like it doesn't fit in your lip. Like there's too much.
Okay.
I think I
can't.
need to turn the dryer off.
Yeah.
I had to split it into 2 sessions because I bought the full syringe and then I got like half and half because then I don't know, it's just better to go slowly. So the first time it like really didn't hurt that much. The second time I like was this close to passing out and I literally was like, I don't know what happened. I like blacked out.
So you did a quarter on top, quarter on bottom, and then you went back again and did another quarter and another quarter.
Like basically, yeah.
Okay.
After the second session, like they were big. Like I was like, oh my god,
Like, what did
holy! Like I love them, but like, oh my god, this is a little too much. But then they went. I knew they were gonna go down. And I was like, okay, if they're like a tiny bit smaller, like I know they're gonna be like the perfect size. So that was great. But McKenna, do you want to say like is there like a story time behind like?
So I got a full rhinoplasty. I got an open rhinoplasty. I got it done like literally July 3rd, which really sucks. I had really bad FOMO for July 4th. But well, first of all, I was like bedridden for like 3 days. It was the worst pain ever. Like when I first got out of surgery, I was like really loopy because I was like on anesthesia or whatever. But actually, I didn't bruise at all, which is like really rare. For like someone not like, usually you get like bruise in your eyes. I was pretty swollen for a while. For like a week after, honestly, it wasn't even that bad. Like I went out and saw my friends. I just had a taped up nose. Like my cast ended up coming off early because I was healing so quickly. But I'm still kind of swollen on my bridge area, and it's been a little bit over a month since I got my surgery. So it's been like probably like an actual month since I got my cast off, but hopefully in like 2 months it'll be like ideal, like what it's gonna look like. I'm hoping, because like right now it's still kind of swollen. I also like really overthink and I like stare at myself in the mirror, and like you're not supposed to do that because like your surgeon literally is like, don't do that, like don't do that. If you start to do that, like tape your nose so you can't see it, because you're gonna start being like, oh my god, like I hate it. Like you're gonna hate it for like a long time.
Is that why you have to tape your nose like what every night? Like
every night I have to tape my nose, but like sometimes when like my nose is swollen, like sometimes I'll go out and then my nose will be really swollen the next day, which is super normal. I will like tape my nose throughout the whole day.
What does that do?
Like it.
Just like
stop taping swelling? It like taping your nose like kind of just like keeps the bones more in place and stuff like that. Whenever like when you first get your cast taken off, you have to tape your nose. But like from certain angles still now, like throughout the day I've been like sweating and like really, really hot. And like a lot of the times when I'm really hot and sweating, it swells. When I eat a lot of salt, it swells. When I go out, it swells. When I do anything like take a really hot shower, it swells. But no one tells you about that. No one tells you about the recovery process that's actually horrible and takes up all of your time and energy, to be honest. But I'm still doing 2 rinses a day. But whenever you first I got like my pills and stuff, and I was like, I'm literally taking all of these. Like, am I gonna be okay? But it was pretty fire. But
it's worth it.
No, I actually tried to avoid taking like the drug, and like I would like wait until I was in absolute like shivering like horrible pain, and then I was like, okay, fine.
No.
But I was really swollen in my eyes, and like I'm someone who like really like cares about the way I look. I would like stare at myself in the mirror for way too long and literally just cry because of how swollen my eyes were. I'm like, I'm never gonna look the same. Like, girl, it's been a week since you got surgery on your face, on your literal face. So
on your literal face.
Yeah, no, seriously, because it's like you got facial reconstruction surgery. Oh, and a week later, you're like, why am I swollen? Like, be thankful you don't have 2 black eyes. Since we were talking about surgeries and modifications to our face and bodies, we want to talk about self-esteem, self-confidence, and etc. for girls in college. And this is for all around the world, but also especially in areas that's super beachy and tropical, you're in a bikini all the time. So more self-esteem issues and thoughts and overthinking and, you know, like body dysmorphia, face dysmorphia, etc. arises because you are constantly seeing girls half naked. You're seeing that on your Instagram feed. You are getting invited to parties where you're required to wear a bikini. Like, what?
It doesn't matter what a party's theme is. It's just that theme in a bikini.
Yeah,
so like
no.
if it's USA, it's like red, white, and blue bikini. I don't Halloween bikini. Like, figure it out.
No,
I don't know what to tell you.
No.
There were our literal Christmas parties, and you still wear a bikini. I think that's normal everywhere. It's just like constantly being half naked, and it is a choice, obviously. But then there's this whole other side of it where if you don't wear the bikini to the party, you're weird. You're not actually weird, but people think you're weird or like you're judged for it. Yeah. I feel like if you don't show up,
feel judged for
out.
it.
Yeah.
You
stand out for sure.
You feel judged for it. You're not required to wear a bikini. You're not going to get kicked out of the party if you don't wear a bikini. But as a young girl in college, like, you feel obligated.
Right. Exactly. And that's also why we're talking about this, because it's just so hard, because when you're around all these girls in bikinis, they're so hot. Like, oh my God, like, it's crazy. You just like,
no, like, so fit.
It's so crazy. Like, because all these people like have so much money, they can like look however they want, they can dress however they want. It's just like, you're bound to like get jealous at, like, it just happens like all the time.
And
it's
compare
crazy.
yourself,
Like, I find myself even in like literally even in class, like, no bikinis, like,
no,
no nothing.
seriously.
I'm like, see wait, this girl, like, literally today, this girl. Oh my God.
Literally. Like, why are you slim thick and this is math class?
I think our campus is filled with so many beautiful women. It's like scary and very intimidating, but I don't know. The whole world is, so.
Exactly. It is very, very, like, that's a good word, like, intimidating. Like, oh my God. Yeah. And that's why it's like, it's so hard, because I feel like I personally wanted lip filler for a long time before living in this environment, but like,
this is what changed it for me.
Changed it? What do you mean?
Like, I lived in Ohio like my entire life, and I wouldn't say that. Honestly, I have like 2 friends there that have ever gotten filler. But the moment I came to Boca and I started living here, I was like, holy shit, I need to get this, I need to get that, I need to do this. And I would go with my friends to get their shit done. And it just makes me kind of like upset with myself, but at the same time, like, I still want it and I know I would be happy with it. I don't know. It's an internal battle I'm fighting right now.
So I'm from Florida, and I literally witnessed this basically my whole life. Like, I mean, I'm from Tampa, but stuff like that, you know, still like really big on the beach, really big on like that kind of stuff. Like, girls still looked insane in Tampa. So like, one of my questions that I was gonna like ask you is like, do you ever feel pressure to fit in a certain image as a girl at FAU? Because I do, and I even have one written. Do you ever feel pressure to fit in a certain image as a sorority girl? Because that is another world to talk about, because like, obviously you feel pressured to look and be a certain way just living in an area that's like very, you know, spotlighted on that kind of body type or way to look, but also being in a sorority, like in general, you feel like some girls feel like they have to look a certain way, which we're going to debunk that.
So my first answer is regarding being here. Yes, I 100% feel like I have to look a certain way. There will be so many times where like I'll think about going to a party or think about going out or like during spring break. I feel like if you haven't experienced it yet, you will. But there are times where it's like, even though there's every shape, size, color, doesn't matter, like I will not go sometimes because I'm like, no, I'm bloated this day. Like I cannot be in a bikini. So like, yes, there are times that I feel like I have to look a certain way just being in South Florida, but being in a sorority, absolutely not. Let me tell you right now, if you just saw what I wore to class, you would have just looked me up and down and been like, God, she could never get into a sorority, or like she would never be in a sorority, or like this girl wouldn't even know what a sorority is. And I love that.
Well, first of all, we're both founders.
Not me.
Yeah, which is kind of like the only reason like I went through with it, because I never thought I was going to be in a sorority, and like when I went through with it, I was like, hell yeah, I'm a founder, like period. Like it's basically like a club. Now I'm obsessed. I'm like, yes, I'm in a sorority, like work week day 2, like woo, like that. I'm literally obsessed with it. But like if you were to ask me like in high school and you would have been like, you're going to be in a sorority in college, I would be like,
No.
I would never do you even know me? Do you even know me? Like I would never do that. But now I'm like so obsessed with it.
I don't know. I absolutely love being in a sorority. Please don't get it twisted. But I just never thought that I would be. So I was embarrassed about that. Now I'm proud. Learning curve. I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like the typical like sorority, I feel like we talked about this like in the first episode, like very briefly, like the typical like sorority like stereotype where you were like you're debunking the sorority stereotypes of like how you have to look and everything. Like
I'm so sorry.
What strategies
I need to fill this up.
Same. What strategies or habits do you use to stay confident when you feel judged or insecure?
I can't filler.
Well, honestly, I just tell myself that literally every girl feels the exact same way. Guess who also feels the same way? Kylie Jenner. What? Yes, bro.
That's so true.
Every single girl, even like every girl that you're like, damn, I wish I looked like her. That girl is looking at another girl and saying the same thing, and that girl's looking at another girl. Every single girl has insecurities and problems, and they pick and nick, and you're never going to be happy with the way you look, no matter what surgeries you do, what body modifications you do. Everyone's always going to nitpick at themselves. It's just life. You know what I mean?
Like
So,
you're always gonna want more.
Yes.
Something like literally me. I was like, I want more filler.
I feel like you do see that with people who get like a lot of surgery and filler and stuff. Like you're like,
It's an
oh my god, like
addiction.
she used to be so like. Don't know how to say that.
So pretty, but it's just like she has like that same look that every like older woman has. That like it's like the facelift look. I don't know what it like what she did. Every single celebrity that you think is so hot and so perfect, like they literally all have plastic surgery, and it's for a reason. Like they always, I mean, most of the time it's like in cases like Kylie Jenner where she was like bullied, like because it's like she grew up in the public eye, so like she was bullied. Like I mean, obviously you're gonna get bullied if like everyone knows who you are. Like that's just like inevitable.
Yeah.
But it's just everyone. Like I mean, some people like don't give a but like me personally, like if someone was like you need to change this, I'd be like, all right, you literally appointment right now, like bye.
I'm like the opposite. It does eat at me for sure. Like it hurts and it eats at me, but I don't know.
I was severely bullied for my nose, like
I
my whole life.
overthink everything.
I literally had one of my old friends from middle school reach out to me when I got my rhinoplasty, and she was like, so happy you finally got it. I literally remember being 14, like talking about how you wanted your nose job, because I was literally bullied for it, like genuinely. And then like as I got older, people were like, what? Don't get a nose job. Like it makes you look ethnic. Like it makes you look different and unique. And I'm like, look at my hunchback. Because there's surgeries for that.
Nose job. I told him no. I was like,
Can I put that in?
I'm so excited for tan tomorrow.
Okay, yeah.
I'm pale.
Oh, you're doing the spray tan?
Yeah, are you doing it?
No.
Do you want to?
I mean, I just tan. That's how I feel about like you.
No, literally, I think like you're one of the hottest girls ever. Like that's how we
exactly
all
how I
think
feel
about
about
each
you.
other too.
It's so weird because it's just like every single girl, like you could look at the hottest girl and she's like, oh, what are your insecurities? Oh, I have this. It's like, it's literally like no one is like good enough in their own eyes. Like it's just like crazy. Like, and you just,
Never enough, never. You know that song?
yeah.
I also think about something else that is probably so prevalent, not just at our school, probably every girl in college, high school, whatever. You think about eating habits, eating disorders, like
we
all
could
that.
talk about this
I think
too.
all of us could for sure, because I would say if you're at the age of 20, you think about that too, and it's crazy. Like eating disorders too, how prevalent is.
It's also subconscious. Like you don't even know you're doing it.
Yeah. Honestly, this is really sad, but I see food in numbers. You're never satisfied. Like you're never skinny enough. You're never small enough. The number on the scale is never right. No matter how skinny you get. So I feel like that also has to do with insecurities. It's just like it passes on. It doesn't. It literally does not matter what you look like to everyone else. What you see in the mirror. Like you're only gonna see what's wrong, even if it's not there.
Yeah.
Which it just says.
Yeah, I will literally like stare at myself in the mirror naked and nitpick at every single thing wrong with my body and just bawl my eyes out. And it's like, and then I think about like all the girls that probably like stalk me on Instagram and you know, because I do the same to them and I'm sure they're going through certain things with insecurities too, but like I literally like hate my body and like I always think I have body dysmorphia, so I always think I'm bigger than I am. Like when I complain about the way I look or something, people are like, "Oh my god, like she's just fishing for compliments. Like she just."
It's like Madison Beer when she was like, it's exhausting having people be like, you're so pretty all the time.
Yeah.
She got so much hate for that, but it's like
She probably like literally hates herself.
probably because the way
Yeah.
that people talk about her, because they're probably just jealous, which is another thing. Like if someone's talking bad about you, they're jealous
Yeah.
about something.
Yeah.
Like, but like people are like attached. Like they're like your ears are too big. Like I would
Oh my
never see that.
gosh,
If
yeah.
like ever. Someone, I literally don't think I have big ears at all. But like I don't know what it is. Like one person, like out of like he was like my friend, but he was like, Avery, like your ears are like really big, and I was like, no, they're not. And
No,
then
they're not.
And then he was like, no, like yes, they are. And then he literally was like, do you see? Like, look at her ears. And I was like, and I literally was like, I'm so confused right now because like there's nothing wrong with my ears. Like, are you pranking me? Like, what's going on? But now it's like if I put on a hat and my ears are like sticking out of it like this, I'm like, oh my god, that looks crazy. Like exactly, like I would have never noticed that.
I never even thought about my ears before.
New insecurity unlocked.
Yeah. Bro, Kris Jenner got her earlobes done.
Who will you be tonight?
What?
She got her earlobes done.
Who?
Like Kris Jenner. I didn't go here my freshman year. I went to school in upstate New York.
I didn't even know this.
Yeah.
Well, I knew you're from New York because on hometown day you were in New York.
Oh, right. Well, I'm from Jersey, but.
Oh.
But I went to school in upstate New York, and like I wasn't really like showing my body that much because it's like freezing. So I was just so focused on like making my ass like as big as I could, and I was just like weightlifting, like trying to like be like really muscular because I was like really like if I'm wearing baggy clothes, like you're gonna still see my ass. Like at least my ass looks good, and people are like, oh, she's a good body. But it's like now, like the way that my body has changed from then to now, it's like I am so much like leaner and like my ass got smaller, but it's like I don't care. Like I would rather just have like a nice shape than like have a just like a big ass. Like I don't want that anymore. Like I want everything to be toned and lean. And it's literally like I don't think I would feel that way if I didn't still go there. Or if I didn't go here. Like if I still went there, I would probably still feel like that. Like I weighed the most I ever did when I was going to school there because it was like I was like just trying to like gain muscle. I was like eating just so it could like go to my ass. And then it's like I'll look at photos from oh my god, I have to show you a photo of me when I literally weighed 50 pounds in the beginning going into senior year and like the beginning of senior year of high school. Like I literally like thought I like looked like that is probably when I like did have an eating disorder, and I was like, oh, it's like subconscious. Like now I'm like, bro, I literally would like not touch something if it wasn't like healthy. Like if it wouldn't benefit me, I wouldn't eat it. But like I don't know, like I wouldn't like skip meals to like I would never starve myself. I would just be like, if it's not healthy, like I don't want it. I literally didn't post this photo because I was like, no, I look fat. Like, and now I'm like, are you serious?
I'm a chronic photoshopper. That's my mental illness. Girl, you look good in every picture. Like, I literally won't let anyone post it unless it's like I almost blocked Marissa on Instagram because she posted it. And yes, I don't play. I was so mad.
Okay, I don't do that, but I do like all of my photos on my personal page are Facetuned.
Yeah.
Not like a crazy amount, but it's like the main thing I do is like I get really oily. Like I will like mattify my face. Fingers like gonna fall asleep.
Oh my god, it's really dented.
I know.
How do you support sisters when they're having moments of self-doubt?
I mean, I feel like it's just being around them and supporting each other. I mean, when it's self-image, it's kind of hard to support others. A lot of times people just have to go through what they're going through, and all you can say is like, I truly don't think that you look that way, or I think you're beautiful the way you are. I mean, no one really wants to hear it. I feel like when you're going through that, you kind of just feel that way, and what everyone else has to say about
No
it
one
doesn't
can
matter to
really
you.
tell you different.
100%. If it's self-doubt of other things like relationships, friendships, each other, it's honestly just being there. I feel like for me, the biggest thing with sisters or people that aren't sisters is being there. Like, hang out with your friends, ask them to do things, be around them, just care. I don't know,
True.
write notes. I write letters to people. I feel like that really, like, it hits home when someone gets like a letter from you. Like, it's really cute. I don't know, be a good friend. That's all I can say about supporting each other is like literally support. That's all it is. Show up to things.
Reach out. Like reach out to your friends and family, and just like a small like, hey, hope you're doing well, thinking of you, like means a lot.
Yeah.
Especially it goes so far. Like when someone like texts me that they're thinking about me, I'm like, what? Another really, really good question I have is what are things you have done, such as makeup, clothes, or social media presence, that were influenced by the sorority or even college environment?
Okay, so basically, let me look at my Instagram.
I used to not care about what my Instagram feed looked like until I went to FAU, and every girl here Instagram is like laid out. In high school, I was like, I don't care. Like, I look cute in this pose. But now I'm like, wait, does it look good on my feed? Like, girl.
I love Instagram. I love my Instagram.
I love Instagram.
And I love my feed. I pride myself on my feed. It's very colorful. It's very bright. I've been doing it since senior year of high school. So it's 3 years of real photos and filler photos. And yeah, I did not ever start that because of FAU. I just have always been like really, really, really scared of Instagram, posting on Instagram, my story. Like, I've always just been scared of posting. And then senior year of high school, I was like, F it, I'm leaving. I don't care. I'm never gonna see anyone again. Like, live your life, do your thing. And I just started posting so much, having so much fun with Instagram. And I feel like I just still do that now. I just like really try to make it fun, and I'll post whatever I want. Also, some things that I would have never done if I was still at home. I feel like brand, like things with brands, because I'm in a sorority. I feel like they reached out to me, and like I've gotten to work with Addicted 3 times now. That's really cool. Bright Swim. I don't know, just like people reaching out to you to offer you free things or work with them is really cool. And I think it comes from the sorority page or my Instagram feed. So
Instagram feed is a huge thing. Like, that's literally like why people become like self-conscious, because like everyone is like, they only post like the best photos of themselves, and like obviously like I do that too. Like, everyone does that. Like, that's what Instagram is. It's just highlights, but it's just like, it's so hard to like or remember that like that's not how people look on a day-to-day basis. Like, pretty much every single one of my photos on Instagram, it's like I did a full face of makeup, I face tuned, I like took a million photos, and I only picked like the best ones. Like,
bro, the million photos. I also like to think about the fact that like when I get super insecure, I also think that like, bro, like when it's 20 years from now, I'm gonna look back and be like, why did I care so much about the way I looked? Like, I should have just been enjoying my 20s, and I should have just been enjoying the fact that I'm young and beautiful, and not constantly overthink about the way I look, because in 20 years I'm gonna be like, I wish I could look like that again. So a lot of the time I'm like, bro, like, why am I tripping about how this shirt is fitting on me right now? Like, no one's gonna even remember this in a week from now, even a day from now. Like, we all do it, and it's really like sad, because like I do think about the fact that like, oh my god, when I'm older I'm gonna be like, bro, I was so beautiful, and like I took it for granted. So that's
Right.
another thing to think
But
about.
that's why I like did not want to like tell anyone like older than like the age of like 35 because like they're just like, why? Like they're so annoying. They're so
Why would you
judgmental.
do
I'm like, because I
that?
f***ing wanted to. Like, leave me alone. Like, obviously, I know I didn't need it, but it's like the bottom line is like it made me more. Okay, wait, this is like completely contradicting to myself.
I
So,
don't.
like,
I don't think it's contradicting. I
No,
think
I think if
you're
it
allowed
makes
to have
you feel
insecurities.
better
You're
about
allowed
yourself,
to
if you-
change
if you're-
them.
Yeah.
If you can afford to fix it and you want to fix it, do it. Hell
Right.
yeah.
but I'm not
Hell
like you
yeah.
need this to be confident. But like, if you
Yeah.
can and you want to, like, do it. Like, why not? Like, what?
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, just
Don't let other
take
people
it to an
stop you from
extreme.
doing what you
Yeah.
want. Bottom line is like everyone is in the exact same boat, if not like worse than you. Like with like their own self confidence, everyone is struggling in their own way.
People are always going through something, and I feel like I've gotten a lot kinder in the last year and a half. I think I've changed a lot. I've grown a lot. I've just become a better person. And people say this all the time, but dead ass, everyone is going through shit. Everyone is going through something, and you never know what it is. So like, watch what you say and watch what you say to people and how you treat them, because everyone is really, really, really going through something all the time. I don't know.
Even when someone's being like really bitchy one day, don't take it too much to heart, because they could just like that could have been like their last straw, and like they literally like want like they have really bad thoughts in their head, and you know, like don't take that stuff to heart, because they could just be having a really bad day, and unfortunately you were repercussions. Like that's not an excuse for them, but I'm just saying in general, like if you like are in public and someone like rolls their eyes at you, or like you're like ah! Like honestly, like don't take offense, like don't let it ruin your day, because
Yeah.
it could be like from other underlying reasons that they're acting like that.
Check in on your funny and nice friends.
Yeah.
They're going through it the most, probably.
Yeah.
Like the ones that are always nice, always funny, always happy.
Yeah.
They're not, and it's hard.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're just fighting.
texted.
He texted.
Don't care, ignore it.
Okay.
Got ready for the night.